What a dooski YouTube. We're finally gonna go ahead and do 2 videos today. Knock it out for the rest of this month. I think. I don't think I got anything else coming in, but we're gonna do this book, and then the second thing we're doing a goodie drop, and I think that'd be it for this month. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. We're gonna knock out some Pokemon talk, and then we're gonna get into this book. Well, I told you we had a second Elite Trainer box come in. 2 hits out of only 9 packs. That's piss poor. And one of those is a duplicate that I mentioned. So let's show off what it was. We already pulled this card, and so early into starting a brand new set and still pulling duplicates off bat is kind of crazy. Especially when there's so much stuff out there. Like, the pull rates are supposed to be better, and yet the hit rates for those are still not good. I know you're saying, but it's a shiny EX. Well, we can count this shiny EX. Hopefully I don't have this one already. Yeah. So that's the only 2 we pulled out that Elite Trainer box. Nothing else. Crazy. I felt like it wasn't worth the price they asked for it. So let's go ahead and show off those code cards. Get those codes. Pause if you need to. I no longer play this here, so grab. See if we can get it better. I'm hitting into the mic. And that's it. Not much I believe trainer boxes, so I still have the mindset. Booster boxes are the way to go. You're guaranteed 3 to 5 big hits. Compared to Elite Trainer boxes, you may be lucky to get anywhere from 1 to 3. You're holding your breath on 3. You may get anywhere from 1 to 2. And you'll be happy to get what any kind of hits they give you. But anywho's, let's jump into this book here, because we got to talk about it. Off bat, I enjoy collecting game books. If we're dealing with past things, I'm hoping to get to some of the modern or the higher ones, past the first, second gen. So far a lot people love doing the NES, Super NES. We finally seen some Game Boy and PC Turbo Engine, the PC Engine and Turbo 16. Let's put it that way. But only one PlayStation. Where's the PS2, the GameCube? Just like they need to go higher up now. We need the newer stuff finally. I know it's a lot to write, but I enjoy collecting these stuff. Another company I enjoy besides Bitmap, Geeks Line, is the Hardcore Gamer 101. I love like how they do their books. It's a nice size. I'll give you an example. This is one of the last ones they put out, and this was like last year. And that's the Bride of the Retro Horror. This is like the second of another horror one they did, but it's volume 8 of the digest volume set. As I enjoy how they do this here, lots of goodies in it. I've done a video on this and one of the goodie drops. But something happened with Gaming Hardcore 101. They really didn't put nothing new up. It's been like a year's worth of time with nothing. I mean, they have stuff in development and stuff that's already completed and stuff for being waiting to get back the finalization of. But what's going on? Limited run games is what's going on, and I had to put emphasis and loudness to that. It's bad enough. Limited run games got bought by Tencent or whatever that other Chinese company is. It's not Tencent, but it's probably the other one. I'm not going to take time to look it up, but it's the one who lost like a big deal and like $2 billion deal, and now they're going to start shutting down studios. Yeah, fun. But we know limited run games when it first started out was fun. It was nice to collect. It's enjoyable, very limited, and nobody really knew about it too much. And you could get it until they started doing collector editions. When they did collector's editions, the site would crash. You miss out. It wasn't fun no more. Okay, it basically felt like they were selling out. Well, now we can say they sold out when they got bought out by that company. They grabbing all these other things, and they're grabbing other collector's editions of main games, and it's way overpriced now. Way overpriced and not enjoyable. Yes, now you got where you can reserve, but you still got to pay in advance, ahead of time. I mean, it's nice to pay in reserve because then they're counting the reserves instead to the limited amount. There's some nice things they have, but at the same time, I mean, like, it's way overpriced. They're adding a whole lot of BS goodies into it that nobody asked for, nobody wants, just to raise the price. I mean, like, there's some things I really wanted, but like, such as the Castlevania sets they had prior, and you can't justify the price to me. You can't. They had grabbed up Dead Space Collector's Edition, the remaster. I wanted that. I was waiting for Amazon something to get it, and Limited Run Games grabbed it. Way overpriced for a helmet and whatever BS they put into it. I'm sorry, I'm not paying that price. At least with Amazon, I could wait it out and got it at a cheaper price, like months later down the road. Here, no. I'm not happy with Limited Run Games. They sold out. They went from a fan mindset into being corporate business BS mind for set. They sold out. So it seems that Hardcore Gaming 101 has like jumped into a deal with them. Now they got like a game. Well, you can say a game book division now. We've grabbed the NES works. We grabbed the SNES works. We missed out on the Virtual Boy because that sold out pretty quickly. They got an Atari one, but I mean, so for 14 games or whatever it is, for a whole book at that price, it's a ripoff. So no, we didn't grab that. We're gonna wait for that to go down because it seems nobody's really buying the collector's edition or whatever they thought it was. Eventually, after some time, they'll go to Amazon with a soft book, just like the books we showed right there, at a cheaper price, which I would recommend to do. But when you see a collector's edition, I mean, it's just like the collector in you. You want to grab that, Sometimes you gotta take a hit. I did that with the NES works. I'm happy with how it looks. The little fake game they put in there was way overpriced to boost the price up. Make it close to $100. This crap to me. But for them to grab or make a deal with Hardcore Gaming 101, I'm not happy with. You've basically pushed back their releases. You've pushed back the wait time or whatever the hell's going on with them, because I have not seen one of the 3 stuff that got dropped yet. We did grab something that's the first thing for them, and it's something that I really despise. It's a scum move. It's a dirtbag move, and I blame Limited Run for it. I'm not really going to blame the author. Here we got the NES endings, years 85 through 88. The reason I said this is because I'll probably mess it up. I got the dentures in my mouth. I'm definitely going to butcher that last part. Compendium. Alright. And this is, like I said, years 85 to 88. I think I spent $25, $20. I was so happy, and this was like definitely one of the last ones that got pushed out like last year, I think. And by somewhere close to the Halloween one. And there's a lot of goodies in here. I love it. I was like, well, if it's years 85 to 88, that means it's going to be a volume 2, right? It's got to. And I waited and waited and waited for volume 2 and nothing. And then we heard that, after the NES works and all this, they're going to have something from Hardcore Gaming 101. Then Hardcore Gaming 101 earlier this year came out and said they have some stuff coming that's going to go to Limited Run site. I don't know why. But we bought the first thing. Looks familiar? Well, not the cover. The cover's nice. Limited edition, basically the collector's edition here. But if you read it, says finally volume 1, but 85 to 89. Well, what does this mean? Is it a repeat? Are they just adding an extra year? Is 89 supposed to be volume 2? What's going on? It's by the same author, Let's go ahead and pull the book out and show what that looked like. It was double wrapped, so this was wrapped, and the book was wrapped. So here it is. It's by the same author still, Ray Estenban. I probably said it wrong. Sorry. I mean, it's nice looking. It's hardback, you know, so that's a plus. You know, that would raise the price up a little bit, right? Around like 30, 35 maybe. And there's something that I did discover. It's basically the same pages as this. So it's like grabbing the whole, all the pages here. Maybe they took some of the smaller ones and made whole pages of those. I don't know. I didn't really fully check it out yet. But I did go through a little bit of it to see a large chunk of the pages were reused. So I'm taking most of it's reused. And then they added the 89. So is that volume 2? Is that what was supposed to go to volume 2? So they're gonna make a volume 2? Like, I am so confused. Like, what is volume 2? The SNES endings? I feel so ripped off. I mean, it's nice for Limited to have a hard book. There's two different type of versions. I got, like I said, the so-called Limited is supposed to be the collectors. I mean, I paid damn near 100 because you got like, I think it was like 60 some plus tax, all that's 80 something plus $5 shipping protection, and there's no free shipping. So free shipping is overpriced. Damn near 100. You know, it's like 89 to like 90 some. So it's basically 100 almost. So something that was $25, 20. What's in here that justifies that price? You adding a volume 1 and 2 that was supposed to be that to this? Is that what it is? I don't think it's volume 2 if you just add one extra year. I'm not too certain about that. I don't know. But let's show what they got in here that they think justifies the price. Because like all Limited or collectors they have, they add something to it. This time they don't have a little miniature fake game that doesn't work with the system or whatever on there. We got some art cards, some stuff here. Like Blaster Master. Oh, this kind of gruesome here. What's this? Bionic Commando. This is like the end scene where the guy's face blows up. I think on the computer. I'm not 100% sure. So basically, like, it's the ending parts. Definitely. Castlevania 2, Simons. That was pretty hard for me. I never got too far in that because there's some stuff we never knew we had to do in that part. And Contra. Let's see here, Kid Icarus. I mean, it looks nice and all, but at the same time, I mean, like, what is this really boosting the price of? $5 for the whole thing? Well, I mean, what's going on in here? Is this part 1 or 2? Mega Man 2? Super Mario Brothers? I mean, the artwork's nice, but that doesn't justify. It's not a big poster. What's going on here? Zelda 2, another game I couldn't get too far because I get lost and didn't know where to go to. You know, I was a kid. I get lost in the lost caves, you know, to try and find a candle. And so when I get a candle, the damn things tear my ass up. You got Metroid. I did beat Metroid. That was fun. Ninja Gaiden. That's also something I beat. Then we got like a... Let's see here. 5% off. Wow, 5%. This stuff I see at 10 to 20% off. So to get 5% is trash, especially when it's not free shipping. And then, ooh, we get a little certificate of authenticity. It's 500. If you look inside the book, it tells you, I think I got 350 something out of the 500. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But here it is. Like, this ain't even a real fancy certification either. You know, it's on a different type of material of paper, but this doesn't look like, you know, luxury type or justify the price point, you know. That's all the goodies that's in here. So this and that and the slipcover, damn near 100. Are you stupid? This is the thing that bothers me so much with limited run games, of the overpricing items. Yes, they gotta make a profit. But it's not even really limited with them no more. Just the durations when they do some of the reserves and some of the other stuff, that's just bottom of the barrel or something they could get a title name for, and then they make it. But they lost their ways. And to take Hardcore Gamer 101 and do something like this, something that's already been out, and all you're doing is giving us a whole extra year, and you're justifying the price for that. Ray, what did you just hear a price, a check number, and you was like, go for it? I mean, if anything, you should have made it volume 2 and put that on there. You don't take something that's already done and take that and put it together with another year you took time to do, and be like, okay, raise the price. Even the standards like 45 and send taxes all day to come out to like around 58, 60 some dollars. That's still overpriced compared to this. If you just add an extra year, that's what, $35, $40. I take this any day over this. But I support Hardcore Gaming 101. So I mean, like, I got all the others, and I just feel like I have to, because I hate to have something that's I'm going for a full set and I'm missing stuff, or just, I don't know. But I feel this is real scummy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is inside. We're gonna move to camcorder this time. Hopefully the light ain't beaming on here and you don't get a bad glare. But I mean, if you've seen what's inside there, it ain't too hard. I mean, hard book is nice, but when you got majority of the soft books, and then some of the hard stuff. I mean, we got one already that's a hard book. In fact, I'll bring that out in a moment to show off. But I mean, like, for what it is, I mean, I'm just giving you an example. Yes, you see that light above. Let's see if we can turn it off real quick. Apologize for the angle. Alright, it may be a little bit too dark. I apologize. You can still see a little bit. But I mean, like, just an example so you can see, I mean, there's some nice pages, some big pages, some reading material, So I mean, like, for what it is good, but I mean, it's a lot of duplicate from the other book, So I mean, here's the little number you see, the tiny 351 out of 500. I mean, like, how can you justify the price you're asking when you've already done it for a good majority of it? I mean, the back, there's a lot more to it, I'm saying, from the new year, 89, but at the same time, this is just scummy to me. Just for a hard book and a few extra art pieces and a certificate with a slipcover. No, you're taking advantage. You asking you basically taking too much of a profit by raising a price. I'm sorry about that. But that's just how I feel. Let's see if we can quickly get that other book so I can show you off what the other one was. Once again, there's an angle. Apologize. Okay, let's put this down. Here's the other hard book. We got the Japanese video game obscurities, and this is hard book as well. And that's because we got this when they were doing online. They do a funding. They try to do a crowdfunder. So we did a crowdfunder, and we got the hard book for it. Got a nice little slip on there. That's fine by me. I support this here. That's something I would have done and been happy to do. But to sit there and go with hardcore gaming, with limited run games that's known for overpricing and just feel like you're being bent over and raped. Like I said, I got so many of these soft. Like I said, I've been trying to collect all these things here. So having 2 hard books, I don't mind. We got this nice but I mean, like, come on, man, don't go the way of limited run games. Please don't do that. It's something I just don't support, But at the same time, since I got majority of them, and I do want to support Hardcore Gaming 101 still, because this is something I really enjoy collecting, I feel I'm being forced to. So please leave some comments. Let me know how you feel. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you feel like maybe it's all in my head, majority of it? Do you feel like, hey, most of the support goes to the author, and yes, limited run games gotta take a good 20%, 25, whatever percent they're taking from? I don't know, but pushing back the release dates, and like so far we only got one release for this entire damn year is just trash to me. I mean, I think it's only one. I don't think the Obscurities was released this year as well, but to see there's other stuff that's supposed to come out and limited run games ain't saying nothing. Their gaming division, book division, kind of ass because they've had the PlayStation one already for a while and they haven't released that yet. So it's very time consuming, and I just feel like it's damaging hardcore gaming 101 in my opinion. Definitely leave some likes, but please hit that bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.